This local sports report is brought to you by Peter Izzio from Izzio Financial Solutions, helping you ensure financial stability for your family or business. Call Peter today for expert advice from an experienced advisor. Call now to book an appointment at 519-576-5410.
They are two players who will return to the Kitchener-Waterloo Rangers next season in the PWHL. Kara Mark and Jalen Duffy joining us now. Great to have you both on 519. Kara, we'll start with you. What are some of the highlights and some of the memories from last season?
I would say one of my favorite memories is literally just spending time with the girls. I would say one of the standout memories I had is when we were traveling to Vermont. It was the very beginning of the year. We didn't really know each other that well, but I remember on the bus ride there, we really clicked, and it was a really good team bonding moment for us. So I feel like that's definitely one of the highlights that I had last year.
Jalen, how about you? What stands out about your first season with the Rangers?
I think definitely just hanging out with the girls. Like when we went down to Ottawa, we went down to Parliament, and we were just walking around. I thought that was really fun. But I feel like for me, my favorite memory was my first goal.
Mm-hmm.
It was against Stony Creek. We were going into the third, and it was 0-0. And I just got a good shot on net. It went right in, and everyone was just so amped up, and everyone was cheering and yelling, and I had this huge celebration. I wish someone recorded it, but yeah, it was really fun. And then we ended up winning 3-2. So I feel like that for me was one of my favorite memories last season.
Personal growth is so important from year to year, right? And getting better each year as you slowly progress towards the next level of hockey. For you, Jalen, how did you get better, and why are you better off because of last season? It was your first year with the Rangers, but clearly it was something that you enjoyed.
Yeah, I feel like it was just like my previous years, I didn't get too much feedback from the coaches. They just kind of would run the defense. They didn't really say much when I came off the ice, whereas with the Rangers, every single shift that I had something I could change or work on, which I never really knew. I kind of thought, oh, I'm kind of good at this, I got it. But since I was on the Rangers, I've gotten a lot of feedback, and I think I improved a lot this season. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why, just because people were constantly trying to point out different things I could do, or different ways I could run the puck or stuff like that.
Obviously, you're speaking to the coaches there, Chad, Jeff, amongst others, having a big impact on you girls and really guiding you over the course of the season. Kara, speak to those coaches and the difference that they made for you as a goaltender over the course of the year.
Honestly, the coaches are really undescribable. I feel like they are both amazing people, and they're so supportive, and I feel like they really just push everybody on the team to be the best that they could be. Yeah, no matter what we were doing, they always had a really high compete level in practices, and they really just always were there for us when we needed them on and off the ice, which is really amazing.
Kara, what can you say about your season? It was really unbelievable. You had a percentage of 950, over 950.
Yeah.
I think you had 7 or 8 shutouts. Amazing for you. How do you look at your personal growth? Jalen talked about it there a minute ago from her perspective. But what about you? How did you get better because of last season?
I feel like going into this season, I was super nervous, just being really young going into it and coming out of Bantam. I feel like at the beginning, it was really a confidence thing for me. But once I gained the confidence and knew that I was I should be there kind of thing, it was kind of an uphill battle from there. And of course, I had an amazing goalie coach last year that my goalie partner and I worked with, and he was amazing. Honestly, I feel like I can owe a lot to him, because he really truly was amazing and really helped me through the hard times and the good times. So yeah.
Jalen, in terms of the culture that the KW Rangers have built, and like we talked about, it starts with the coaching staff, but there's a lot of people behind the scenes who also help you girls feel comfortable and sort of welcomed. And I think the thing that I've heard over the last week or so doing interviews with different players is the inclusiveness and everybody feeling welcome and like they're a part of the team. It was only one season for you, but how did you feel welcome, Jalen, and what was it like to be part of the team?
Yeah, so when I joined KW, I did not know a single person on the team. I had no idea. I did not know anyone. Um, and people already kind of like knew each other. Karen knew Lauren and Peyton knew Allison, and I felt like I was gonna be kind of like an outsider. Like no one really knew me, and that was hard at the beginning. But like everyone was so welcoming. And they would always include me and try to get me to talk more because I did not do that at the beginning. And just like stuff like that, like they were just inclusive. They didn't leave anyone out. They did a really, really good job doing that, especially the 4 girls that came back, because they kind of like ran what we were kind of doing, and they just made sure everyone was included.
Kara, to you, what are the characteristics of this organization, and how do you sort of respond to what Jalen just said, because it was your first year as well?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like the culture on this team was unreal. Coming into a team with a bunch of older girls, I feel like for me is intimidating, especially girls who are like multiple years older than me. Jayla can probably talk to that too, because a lot of the girls were older than her kind of thing. But I feel like our vets really held the team together, and they really brought the team together at the beginning of the year, which is awesome, especially since they had played for the KW organization previous years before. So having those people to kind of gel and glue the team together was awesome. And then our coaches, they're also super big on culture in the room, and they're super big on making sure that we're all bonding kind of thing. So I feel like they were also a super big help with that.
Kara, obviously your defenders are an important part of your position, playing goal and relying on them to block shots and clear rebounds away and all those things. What makes Jalen such a good defender?
Honestly, because she just works so hard all the time. I could always trust her. Even if someone got by her, she was always working her butt off to get back, even though not a lot of people did. But when that happened, she always worked her butt off, and I always really trusted her with the puck. She was really rock solid in front of me, and I always had lots of faith in her.
Speaking of rock solid, Jalen, Kara was pretty unbelievable between the pipes.
Yes.
What can you say about her skill set, and what can you say about her game there?
I do not think in my entire hockey career I have had goalies that have matched like where Kara and Taylor stand. They also have this attitude that is unreal. They are always positive. I've seen goalies get real rattled up, like pointing fingers. That was not me. I did not see any of that from either of them the whole season, which I think was great. And with Kara, I feel like there was some times where a shot would be coming and I'd kind of dodge it a little bit, and Kara would be right there to get it. But like in that split second, I would be like, oh my gosh, that's totally going in. That was totally my fault. But she was always there to get it, even when I moved out of the way last second.
Jalen, what are the future plans for you? We know you'll be back in the PWHL when hockey does return later this year at some point. We'll wait and see on that. But when you look long term, what are some of the things that you're focusing on?
I definitely am going to try my best to play hockey at the next level. I want to stay in Canada, and I feel like by getting there, I'm on the ice in the summer 3 times a week. I'm going to the gym 3 times a week. So I'm hoping I can just get stronger and bigger over the summer, and then just when hockey season hopefully starts back, I can just show them everything I got, and yeah, hopefully end up on a roster in Canada or OUA. But yeah, that's really what I hope for next season.
Kara, what are your future long-term goals? I know you'd also like to play hockey at the next level. You have the talent and the ability and the mental fortitude to absolutely do it. But again, you got to go in, you got to have a good season this year. You got to continue to work hard. When you look at the long-term picture, what are your plans?
I feel like it's just doing the things in the off season and just making sure next year goes well and just doing the little things. So I'm just focusing on that right now and trying to get on the ice as much as possible with the conditions right now. So
a lot of time and energy goes into whether it be playing OUA hockey for you, Jalen, or into the NCAA. Those are the future plans. Let's look back a little bit. And for you, Kara, the people that have made a difference to get you to this point in terms of where you're at in your career, you're a young goaltender with a bright future. Who are the people you'd like to thank and give your shout outs to?
Honestly, I would like to give a big shout out to all of my coaches. My dad was my coach for quite a few years when I was young, so a super big shout out to him for always being there for me, and of course a shout out to my mom as well for always coming and watching. But then another big shout out to my goalie coaches. I've had multiple ones over the years, and all of their input has really shaped me to be the goalie that I am today, and I'm really thankful for all of them.
Jalen, shout outs and thank yous.
I have to give a shout out to my parents just because I'm from Burlington and that's a long drive on 3 times a week. And I have 2 other sisters that play hockey in Toronto. So I'd have to give it to my parents. They're always like giving their 100% effort, getting me and my sisters everywhere we want to go for just to play hockey. And that really shows me how much they love me and how much they want me to pursue playing hockey in the future. And yeah.
Jalen Duffy and Kara Mark, thank you for the time, and we look forward to seeing you back on the ice this fall. Great chatting with you, and let's hopefully get back to hockey soon.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you.
For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.